What good is a market hall without cash to spend? Today we build a bank. Good morning and welcome to MorningCraft. Grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's begin. Last week we put together this beautiful market hall, and then this week we've paired it with this beautiful garden area. But now it's time to build a bank on the right hand side there. So let's get to work. I started off by putting down a bunch of sandstone pillars. I tried to keep things pretty much the same as they're going to be an extension of the market hall. I'm sort of deviating from the original building I copied, but I think it's a good addition. And with the pillars in place, it was time for the walls. If you've made it this far into the video, I want to know what you think we should build next. Let me know in the comments down below. And you can see me filling in those walls now. I used actual sandstone walls to give this a little bit of depth. And I just continued building up the layers until it was nearly finished. I recently changed the way I make my videos, so I've had to go through, basically make this whole video twice. But I'm really excited to show you the library that I've built in the next episode. And with the walls mostly complete, it was time to get to work on the roof. I started off by building up a nice ring over the top of the new walls. And then I filled these in and added a bunch of crenellations. With the crenellations in place, I added some stairs. And this gave the building a real triumphant feel. It feels almost like a small castle. And if your money was in here, you'd probably want it to be a small castle. And then I messed around with my elytra for a bit, just to get a view from a distance. Check out this awesome comment from Raina Zufel, who says that they like the garden and they're looking forward to seeing the library. Thank you for the comment, Raina. And you can see here that I decided it needed another layer. And I used this additional layer to add even more stairs. It really does feel like a castle now. And then I had a little look at it from afar. And I thought, that looks pretty good. So I added the crenellations I spoke about earlier. And then filled in the gaps with some sandstone wall. Isn't that nice?
The wall was midway through construction. Both the king and Landerstone were well pleased with the progress being made by the masons, but they were unaware of the power that the Alufian Empire was about to acquire over Lander. Their armies were already on the march to the heap to root out Admiral Bloodroot. If they achieved their goal, they would be able to lure the infamous and swift Landerstone into an early demise. Would the Dawn Protectorate be able to stand alone without the aid of the Valkyrian fleet? As for the wall, it would be completed soon. It stood 8 meters from the foundations and was easy to fortify. If they drew on only half the northern troops, they would be able to guard the wall's entire length.
If you're enjoying the video, why not leave a like? And if you're new around here, why not subscribe? So we're making fast progress on our new bank. And it was time to put in the roof. So I added a nice walkway around the edges of the walls. And I got to work on this half slab roof. I left a section in the middle, as I'm going to be putting a huge skylight. Check out this awesome comment from Ravenpaw, They recommended building a jack-o'-lantern shop for Halloween, and they agree with my thoughts on the elytra. Thanks for the comment, Ravenpaw. You can really imagine a very ambitious robber cutting a hole in the skylight to get at all the gold inside. Then I added some windows and a few lanterns for detail. Very nice. Here's your reminder to check out the daily quote at the end of the video. I then added this walkway into the market hall. It's a very nice cut through, makes it a little bit easier to get to the bank if you run out of money midway through shopping. And I've got to say, there's a bunch of exciting shops up there. I then built a counter for the bank, like so. I used smooth sandstone for this, and then some regular sandstone just to add a little bit of texture to the counter. And then I topped it off with some dark oak slabs. And then added some slabs so that you're not too short to see over it when you're serving customers. So here's a little look at the cut through from the market. In the real world, there's actually a toilet around here, but we've got a bank. If you've made it this far into the video, I want to know what you think of the new video format. I've recently changed the FOV, and I've done a bunch of behind the scenes changes to improve the videos. So let me know in the comments down below. So an episode of changes comes to a close. We've got our beautiful market hall here. I don't know how, but villagers keep getting on top of it. And then we've got a beautiful gardens that sits between our market hall and our castle. And then we have our brand new bank. And the bank isn't the only change in this episode. We've also sort of revamped the whole format. So yeah, feedback is always really, really helpful. And you can even see the plot for our new library in the bottom of the screen there. But yeah, what do you think of the bank? Do you like it? I'm not normally a fan of banks. It's not a personal passion of mine, but I think the city needed one. And this one looks okay. Let me know. And there we have it. It's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have the most amazing day. In the next episode, we're going to be working on a beautiful library. So I hope to see you there. But if I don't, I'm going to leave you with this daily quote. Here we go.